It's MLB opening day, man. Yesterday was opening day. We had a lot of great turnouts. The Orioles, in fact, they did their thing. March Madness, a lot of crazy upsets. Clemson beating Arizona. Alabama beating UNC. There's a lot to talk about. We got this special guest coming. You're not going to want to miss it. This episode starts now. It's time for Post Play Podcast.
Their feet right now. Curry launches a three-pointer. Puts it in. Steph Curry from downtown. Curry with Tucker right with him. Curry launches a three. Puts it in again.
That one's driven to center field and deep. Yastrzemski back. Still back. On the track. At the wall. See ya.
Towering drive down the line towards the pole of its fair. It's gone. Patrick Mahomes. With time down the middle of the field for Park. Now there's Scantling who caught it. With Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. 2nd and 10. Mahomes thinking about getting out of there. Superman cape is on. And Mahomes is taken off. First down.
Now, we're about to have an interview with a very special guest today, y'all. This special guest is one I respect a lot. Longtime friends, SANDBOX friends, almost. We always keep in touch with each other. He graduated with me in high school in 2021. A very good tennis player. A very good shooter from the three. Let's get ready, y'all. Here's some highlights of the next special guest. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Pulse Play Podcast. Here, I got my man Jack Mitchell here. How you doing, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. Glad to have you on. Now, let's talk to me about what you do. Let's start there.
So currently, I'm working for the Baltimore Orioles. Previously, worked for Towson basketball, Towson football, both as managers. That's where the real grind was. Still grinding now, but a little bit different. So for the Orioles, I do front office stuff, community relations, marketing, public relations, and government relations mainly. That's pretty much what I do. And then, so pretty much just a whole bunch of random stuff, random tasks. You never know what can happen over there.
Right.
Really exciting though. Yesterday we had opening day, which was a lot of fun. So that was super cool. Was on the field for a pregame. Never thought that I'd be there, if I'm being honest. So just super thankful for that opportunity and, what I'm blessed to have career-wise right now in my life. So
For sure. Let's jump right into it, though. Let's jump right into March Madness.
Right.
Your takes, your feedback. What do you think? What do you think is going on right now? How do you feel about it? Yeah, talk to us a little bit about that.
So March Madness this year, up and down, to be honest. Bracket got cooked last night. UNC killed me, broke my heart, but it's March. Anything can happen.
Right.
So that was cool. UConn, dangerous stuff. Could go back-to-back. Year to back-to-back. Chiefs went back-to-back. UConn probably going to go back-to-back the way it's looking. Wouldn't surprise me. So, yeah.
Got you. We got a few games tonight. Who you think gonna win tonight?
I like all the 1 seeds tonight. Purdue, Houston, and UConn, obviously. Wait, did UConn play? UConn played already, right?
Yeah, UConn plays tomorrow. They play Illinois.
Yeah, no. So Purdue and Houston, I like both of them. Also, I think the Creighton Blue Jays get it done over Tennessee. I know Tennessee's good. They got that kid, Dalton Connect. He's pretty legit. He's a legit shooter, legit scorer. I mean, so it won't surprise me if Tennessee wins, but I got Creighton in my bracket. I had him in the Natty, if I'm being honest. So,
Okay.
they got shooters over there. So.
Okay. All right. Let's turn the page, though. Let's turn the page. The NFL draft is coming up April 25th. Do not forget that we're going to be going live on there on the Pulse Play podcast. So what do you think? Where do you think the Patriots, since you're a Patriots fan, where do you think the Patriots are going to go number 3?
If I'm the GM, I'm taking the best player on the board. And to me, obviously, Caleb's gone. He's number 1.
Right.
2, I think it's either going to be Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and then J.J. McCarthy all of a sudden, like this past week, has jumped up. I guess he had a good pro day and good interviews. So, I mean, doesn't surprise me. Michigan guy, smart, system quarterback, though. But I think Patriots, depending on who's there, if Jaden Daniels is there at 3, you got to take him. We have our bridge quarterback, so got Jacoby back for 1 more year, which
Right.
is nice, a little reunion. I think he'd be a great bridge, let Jaden develop 1 year, and maybe bring him in for, halfway or the back half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But if Jaden is not there, you got to go receiver. Literally just best player on the board, and it's a toss-up between Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison. Malik had a great pro day yesterday. He ran 2 days ago. He ran 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. That definitely was crazy.
I know a lot of teams in front offices have him ranked above Marvin,
Right.
actually. So, but I mean, Marvin Harrison's Marvin Harrison. We've
Facts.
seen how he
Facts.
played. So, any 3 of those guys, I'm cool with. If we trade back, I'm gonna be disappointed, to say the least.
I mean, hey, that pro day, that 4.3, that don't compare to Xavier Worthy. What you think about that?
Xavier Worthy, he's cool. That's the dude who ran 4.21, right?
4.21, yep.
Yeah, I mean, 40 doesn't indicate we see what happened with John Ross.
That's facts. That's facts.
Like, granted, he's different, but I think the other receiver from Texas is better, Adonai
Right.
Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's better than his teammate, if I'm being honest with
Okay.
you. Don't get me wrong, like, Worthy's a game changer with his speed, but, I mean, with the NFL changing kickoff rules and the special team rules in general, I think his impact might be hindered a little bit. Don't know how much, but it's obviously a big change for the game rule-wise. Making it safer, which I think is good, which is priority. Obviously, you want to prioritize the athletes, but
Right.
I think skill-wise it could hinder his draft stock a little bit because I'm sure teams were looking at him as a special teams guy for sure.
Okay.
But don't get me wrong, he's a great receiver. Like this is probably one of the most talented receiver classes and corner classes that you can have. Really deep, really athletic. It's loaded. So
Right. I mean, 2 years ago, I think that's when Green Bay drafted Christian Watson. That class was crazy too.
Yeah.
So we just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. Speaking of the kickoff rule, though, your insights. What do you think? How do you view it? Do you like it? Do you agree with it? Do you don't? Talk about that.
It's a tough conversation, tough topic. Obviously, people have their different opinions. But me being around the sport and working in it, I personally am in favor of it because just somebody who has been around athletes and worked with athletes, I think their safety is priority at the end of the day. They're here realistically to be viewed as a spectacle, but people don't see what happens behind the scenes for them. So I think the rule is good, but I think it also is a little bit deeper than just the rule itself and the game itself. Protecting athletes is super important.
Right.
And I'm always going to advocate for them. So I think I'm personally in favor of the rule change. It's going to be a little bit different on Sundays. But I think it's good for the game, honestly. But the one rule I don't agree with is the hip drop tackle. That band is that's gonna be an issue. I don't think that'll last because there's just so many things that go into that type of tackle, and it's really just I don't see how in certain aspects of the game defenders are gonna be able to like tackle it. Like it's literally just part of the game.
Right.
And I'm sure at some point, like obviously coaches won't coach it, but offensive coordinators are gonna start telling their guys like they're in that position where they could be hip drop tackle, they could sell it a little bit, and I think a lot of more penalties and game-changing decisions are just more in the refs' hands now, which I don't necessarily agree with. So
Most definitely. So you were with the Orioles yesterday. So tell us a little bit about how that experience was, like on the field, working in the Orioles, and tell me how that experience was for opening day.
yeah, bro. Definitely coolest day of my life, like hands down. Had to act like I've been there before. Got to keep it professional when I'm over there, but really cool. Soaked it all in. I mean, being in the dugout was awesome, and just on the field pregame. Never thought I'd be experiencing something like that, like I said earlier. But super thankful to the organization and all my bosses for letting me be a part of that and just having me there to just really just learn from them. A lot of it is visual. Yesterday was a lot of visual learning and just seeing how they go on a day-to-day basis and how they approach opening day. That's really cool to be around high-level people in front offices. Obviously, I want to be in that position one day.
Right.
So it makes me believe that it's possible. So super cool experience. Look forward to many more. Got a couple projects over there that, I mean, you guys see soon. Can't really discuss it too much, unfortunately. But, yeah, we got a couple projects going on that you'll see soon that are very good for not only the Orioles but also the community and city of Baltimore. Really looking forward to it. Love that we have our new ownership group in. Super supportive. So I'm just really blessed and thankful just to be over there. So
Gotcha.
yeah, can't thank those guys enough.
That's good, man. That's good. Congratulations to you. All right, y'all. It's time for the post play of the week. Check this out.
Maybe you have to take a look at it.
Brunson.
Because that's just temporary pain. It should go away a little bit. Might stiffen up on him, but not like a bad ankle.
Brunson. So crafty. Vassell averaging a career best 19.4. In the paint once again. Sat out with a knee injury against Utah. Brunson again and an and one.
That's what he does. He comes off and immediately cuts off Blake Wesley, keeps him on his back. If you create any contact.
Brunson trying to shake Wesley. Goes to work. That'll count. 38-27 as Jalen Brunson saves it. Now 10 on the shot clock as Brunson comes back into the paint.
You know he's going to do that. You can't get caught standing straight up and down. There's one of those ones where maybe you're a little too wide open. Turned around, couldn't decide if you wanted to shoot it straight in or throw it off the glass.
And Brunson, it continues. Brunson.
He just stops on a dime. Jeremy's playing solid defense. Matter of fact, yeah, no ill effects. Oh, there's Jalen Brunson again. Like I said, he's so clever.
Brunson at 21 in the first half. Boy, he puts on the brakes.
Yeah.
Just instant.
Let's flip that page over and let's go back. Let's talk about the NBA because I'm not gonna lie, there's been a lot of upsets. There's been a lot of teams winning games. There's been a lot of unexpected seeding for the playoffs. So What is your insight on the playoffs, and how do you think that thing's gonna go?
Nobody from the East is winning the NBA Finals. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that right now. I'll look in the camera and say that. Nobody from the East is winning the finals.
Okay.
People might say that's a hot take. You can have your opinions. We can agree to disagree.
Right.
The West is
Loaded.
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 Whoever comes out of the West I think is going to win the finals, whether that be Thunder, Nuggets, Suns, Clippers. I mean, who knows? Timberwolves could do something. It's
too many teams.
It's a different beast in the West. I really love the Thunder though. I love the Thunder. I know they're top seed in the West right now, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Love the way they play ball. Young squad, so I'm not sure they can get it done. Not a whole lot of playoff experience, but it's NBA. Anything can happen.
Hey, facts.
But yeah, I love the way the Thunder play. Obviously, Ant Edwards out of Minnesota.
Man's a beast, bro. Man's
Probably my favorite player in the league right now. He's a dog. Saw him live earlier this year against the Wizards, and they cooked the Wizards. But yeah, he's just a freak athlete. He's different. His poster the other week was, his game speaks for itself. So
right.
Yeah. But I think obviously dark horse teams in the West, kind of the Warriors. I think they have their dynasty, but I still think they're like underappreciated or underrated this year a little bit.
Okay.
When the playoffs come, those dudes have a ton of experience. You can never count out Curry in the playoffs.
Nah.
And if the rest of the team gets clicking, you never know what can happen with those guys. They can catch fire at the right time. And when the Warriors catch fire, they're practically unstoppable.
Dangerous.
Yeah. But then you also got the Suns with elite scoring. They're a little up and down this year, obviously. I feel like they're not reaching their expectations after making the Bradley Beal trade earlier. But they're greatest scorer in the world, KD.
Okay.
Probably greatest scorer ever. Might be a hot take.
Ooh.
He's one of the best, though. You can't deny it. He's one of the best scorers ever.
Hey, you know me. You know me. KD's my guy, man. So
I know.
That's my guy. So
But
greatest scorer ever. Shoot, I'll take that. I don't gotta say. I'll take that off my shoulders. I ain't gotta say that.
He's definitely one of the best. Yeah. But you got in the East, you obviously have the Bucks, Celtics, Magic aren't actually that bad this year. It's a little weird.
Yeah, but they ain't winning no finals.
Yeah. I don't see like besides the Bucks, Celtics. I don't see anybody from the East who can really even.
The Cavs, but they had a bunch of injuries this year.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not too sold on them.
Yeah.
I don't watch as much NBA as I like to.
Right.
Regular season is just tough for me to watch because
so many games.
And it's. If the game's in the fourth quarter and it's close, I'll turn it on. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sitting down and watching
no full game,
regular season game.
Nah.
But looking at the records and the stats, I think a team from the West is definitely gonna bring home the chip.
Okay, you ain't say nothing about the GOAT, man. You ain't say nothing about
LeBron.
Like you ain't say nothing about LeBron and the Lakers. What's going on?
One, he's not the GOAT.
Oh my goodness, you about to start a war. You about to start a war. You don't gotta start no war with me. You don't gotta start no war with me.
I'm putting that on record. I'm always gonna think Jordan's a GOAT.
Okay.
That's just me. He dominated the sport, has the most rings. Sole purpose of the game is to win.
Right.
And he won the most championships. Obviously besides Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, facts.
It's Jordan.
Okay.
I'm not getting into the debate.
Hey, you don't gotta start no debate with me. I'm a Jordan fan too, so I'm a Jordan fan too.
Shout out Xavier and Olu.
Hey yo,
bro, we go back. We go back on Jordan, LeBron all the time.
Facts. All right, so we're not gonna start no debate. We're not starting no debates right now. We ain't doing that. But I just want to thank my man Mitchell for coming on to the podcast. Any last words that you guys say?
Nah, not really. to
Not
be
really.
honest. Anybody grinding in the sports industry, stay the course. You never know where you can end up. Keep making connections.
Right.
If anybody does want to reach out, I'd love to talk to them about just sports industry in general. I'm always here, be a resource for you guys. I know I'm not like a hot shot, like I'm not
Right.
top of the cream of the crop, but I think any connection in the sports world is a great connection. You never know where people end up, so don't hesitate to reach out. Yeah.
That's perfect,
about it.
man. Perfect, man. Thank y'all for watching again. We will have another special guest next week, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Anything that you want on this podcast, definitely just drop a comment and I'll be able to get back to you. Definitely going to have Mitchell on again, maybe for the NFL draft, so stay tuned. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you having me.
That's the end of it. Y'all stay safe out there, all right? Peace.